Alright, not really any intro needed. This is mainly just a follow-up video from the one I made the other week about my experience in the tech recruitment industry. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it, I guess. So just to start off with the pros of the recruitment industry. And look at that, he tried saving his boy. Wait a minute, Jimmy, I'll come and save you. Yeah. Anyway, just to get straight into it then. So number one is that recruitment can be quite an entrepreneurial role. If you've made the right impression in the company, you've hit your targets, you've achieved a lot, you've generated a lot of revenue for the company. Recruitment typically is, I mean, just like with any sales role, you can kind of just be left to your own devices, really. For example, me, I mean, I don't really get micromanaged at all. No, not at all. Maybe like once a day, couple of times a week, I'll have my boss just check in just to ask what the updates are and see how everything's going. But yeah, for the most part, recruitment, if you do make the right impression, you can kind of just be left to your own devices. Not really be micromanaged if that's something you really don't like. Now, another thing is typically, I mean, most recruitment companies. I'll get into how some of them can be a little cheesy. So most recruitment companies, when it comes to negotiating your salary, etc., they'll provide uncapped commission. So you can pretty much make as much. Your salary can pretty much be whatever you really want it to be in the year, depending on how many deals you do, etc. On top of your base. Now, I've heard some horror stories, especially recently, where I'm hearing like kids are joining recruitment companies, man, and they're like capping people's salaries. I mean, I really don't understand why some companies are doing that, especially since one of the whole biggest selling points of the industry is that you can make as much money as you like. So I mean, if you're out here capping kids, I mean, come on, man, that's just that's just really a little bit scummy in my opinion, but yeah, thank goodness that wasn't that was never a thing for me. But it's definitely something I'm hearing more of these days. So if that is a thing, definitely do watch out. In my opinion, that is a bit of a red flag. But yeah, I mean, of course you can make your own decisions. Now, of course, another pro is that it will kind of make you good in sales in general. And look at TJ, he's got me with the supplies, always. So yeah, it will make you good in sales in general, regardless of whether you're doing the 180 candidate stuff or if you're doing the full 360 full-on business development aspect. It's going to make you good at sales because you're constantly having to sell opportunities to people, or you constantly have to sell your services to prospects, to new client companies, etc. So even if you do eventually want to transfer out of recruitment, but you want to stay within sales, it'll definitely build up your confidence when it comes to being able to sell. So that's definitely another thing. As I do know, a lot of people who work in tech recruitment, if they're not enjoying it for the most part, they sometimes might like to look at things such as tech sales. And the skills are definitely transferable. The skills are most definitely transferable. So yeah, typically if you're applying for a tech sales job, I mean, it'll definitely help. It definitely shows that you're along the right lines of what they'd be looking for. Now, to get into the cons, oh my goodness. I mean, well, this isn't really necessarily specific to recruitment, but I think I should just get this off my chest anyway. I'm sure many people who take the Waterloo and City line might be able to relate to me. Maybe not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just something I'm picking up on. So yeah, not necessarily specific to recruitment, but yeah, man, I guess I'll just say it bluntly. People just really stink these days on the tubes. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the amount of BO smell is actually nearby toxic. I mean, I don't know if people are just forgetting to put on deodorant or, they're just not showering. Yeah, man, it's especially in the summertime, like, it can definitely get quite nasty. Yeah, man, I don't know what's going on there. And I really don't know why this guy felt the need to push me. He had zone and he had an AR. I had a sub. Yeah, well, thank you, I guess. Yeah, so another con can be that it depends on who you are. I know a lot of people really don't like this. I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. I've had no problem with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in the industry for as long as I've been in. Is the aspect of being in a target-driven environment. So, yeah, it is very target heavy. It is very target driven. Obviously, you're not going to be expected to hit the ground running in your first day or in your first week or even in your first month, really. But you are kind of expected to be profitable for the company, to generate more revenue than what you're being paid, I guess. I mean, this is very much a mentality thing. So, yeah, being able to work under pressure, it's definitely something you kind of have to learn to roll with. So yeah. Now, the main con that is in recruitment, again, it can apply to any sales role, but particularly with recruitment is the amount that you can get cheesed. And what I mean by that is that you can have times where you think you've got a new client, or you think or maybe you can even get cheese from the candidate. You think you've got a candidate that's gonna sign for a role, but some sort of drama happens last minute, and you just gotta pretty much roll with the punches, man. You can get cheese. For example, a client can come back and say, "Oh, we've reviewed our quarterly budget, and we can't afford to outsource our services anymore. So you put in X amount of hours, X amount of work into developing business with this client, and yeah, it can just get super unfortunate at the last minute. So you kind of just gotta learn to roll with the punches in that aspect. And yeah, I mean, I didn't want to make this video too long. Just a quick follow-up one from the one I made the other week. But yeah, thank you very much for listening, and see you soon.